Hi everybody. I wanted to show you a little bit about using Adobe's Bridge program. You'll need to use this to make your contact sheet for the project this week, and then also you'll need it to access Camera Raw for editing. So once you've downloaded Adobe Bridge, which is a free program from Adobe, the icon looks like this down here. Okay, Adobe Bridge. So I'm going to click on that and open Bridge. So this is the window or the screen that you see when you open Bridge. Most likely you'll be on the Essentials workspace. So I want to talk a little bit about the workspace or how the screen is set up with these different windows. Right. I've already set up a workspace for myself that I like to use. So I have my workspace that looks like this with my folders over here. Right, these are all folders that are within my Pictures folder on my computer. A big preview window so that I can see the image nice and large, and then the window over here with my metadata information. So if you've got something that looks like this on Essentials, I'll show you how to change this around so that you can see your preview a little bit bigger than what you've got there. Like, I'd rather see my preview large. I don't need to waste all this space on my screen. Okay. So I'm going to start moving these around. So notice that each one of these is a window. So this is a little window here. This is another window with tabs, keywords tabs, metadata tabs. Right. Same thing over here. We have two different tabs in this window. We've got three different tabs in this window. I don't use these very much, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this and say collapse all. So that will go like that, and then I can click here, put my cursor there, my cursor changes. I'm going to click while it looks like that and then drag this down, and I can just bury that down there. Next thing I'm going to do is take my content area and put my content area over here with the favorites and the folders. So I'm going to click, put my cursor here on where it says Content tab, click on that, and then just drag that over, let it go, and there's my content now over here. I'm going to now change the size of this window again by putting my cursor there and sliding over till I've got one folder in a column. Okay, and then I can make these icons a little bit larger by clicking down here. So I'm just going to do that and then bring this over just a little bit so I've got that there and I still have my window pretty large. Next thing I want to do is bring my preview over into the center area so I can see this preview image really nice and large. So I'm going to click on the preview tab, drag that over, drop that in there. Alright, that looks good. Next is I want to combine all of these. I don't need all of this screen space used up for this stuff. So I'm going to bring my metadata up here and bring my keywords up there as well. And click like that. And I'm going to bring this over so that I can read most of that, but again, that maximizes my preview so I can really see what I'm looking at there. Okay. So once you've got your workspace set up the way that you like it, you don't have to do it exactly like this, but I find this works pretty well. The idea is you want to be able to see the images nice and large on your screen. So once you're happy with the way you've arranged your workspace, and you're working on your own computer, of course, go up to Window, go to Workspace, go over to New Workspace, click on that, type in the name of your workspace, my workspace, whatever, workspace 1, however you want, and then go ahead and save that. And that's going to appear up on the bar up here. So you can always go back to Essentials if you want, or to Libraries, or back to Workspace 1 that you've just created. So let me just go over some of this other stuff here. You've got your menu bar up on the top here with various actions that you can make with these things. Stacks, labels, tools, window we just looked at, and that. All right, also, if you're not seeing some of these panels and tabs that I've just been mentioning, look under this window drop down and you'll see here that these are all checked off so that they're showing on the screen. So I'm not going to use publish, so I can unclick that and notice that just disappeared from there. So if you're not seeing your content or your metadata, your keywords, go up to Window, make sure it's got a check next to it. Over here is the option bar. You can rotate the images. Something's come in imported sideways or upside down or something, you can rotate there. This is one way to access Camera Raw, which is what we'll do some editing in. This is to refine searches. This is how you can upload your pictures from your camera into your pictures folder or onto your computer. Okay, this is to flip over to Adobe Photoshop. Okay, and then recent file, stuff like that. And then right here is what we call the path. So this is on my computer, on my hard drive, under users, under me, under my pictures folder is all of these folders and images here. So I pretty much store most of my pictures on my computer under my pictures folder, and then by year and or by a specific topic if it's something that spans several years that I photograph over. Okay. So that's what your content is. Folders is basically the same thing. You're just seeing your longer path here, so it's not really necessary. Favorites, things that you go to most of the time. I find content is the most useful here. Okay. Metadata you should show, because the metadata tells us about the information that was collected with the picture. The aperture, the shutter speed, ISO, metering, white balance, size, pixels, resolution, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So this is really useful to look at and see, refer back to once you've taken some of the pictures. Okay, one of the best things that Bridge is for, it's for organizing and rating your images. So one way to do that is to, when you've got images like this, you'll see the stars. We can give this a star rating. 5-star, really great, whatever, 3 stars. We could look at some pictures of my cat, and we could give these some different ratings. Okay. Once you do that, you can then search by find all my 5-star pictures, and they'll all come up. So it's a good way to kind of keep yourself organized. That's one way. The other way is to give it labels as well as stars. Seconds, approves, review to do, and stuff like that. So we could say this is approved also, and we see that appear here and here, and we could give this a 5-star. So it could be a 5-star approved picture. That's Daisy there. The other thing we can do is we can give them keywords. And so I've created some keywords here, cats, this is Daisy, so I can click Daisy there. Now this whole folder, which I only have a few in there right now, I could say, great, let's put those all under keyword Daisy. So if I do Command A, that's going to select them all, and they're all boxed out in blue here. And you see the 3 images showing up on the screen. You can get about 6 or 8 images, and then they'll kind of just say there's more there. So now I can go ahead and click on Daisy, give that a check, and now all of these images are keyword Daisy. So that I could then search for, within my pictures folder here, where are all my pictures of Daisy. All right, I think that is a good start on Adobe Bridge. So hopefully you can get that onto your computers, set up a workspace that looks good, maybe go through some of those final portfolio folders and rate them. I asked most of you to put them in a folder, the ones that I said are keepers that we'll think about for the final project, and get yourself organized, and maybe get yourself organized with some of your other images too. All right, I think that's about it. And thanks a lot.